Hi, how are you? It's Travis here, and welcome back to our adventures in the War Within. Last episode, we cleansed the Dawn Tower and restored the Sacred Flame, while also defeating the Order of Night and what they were doing in the area, which led to the Belladar Star going from its shadow form to its light form. So now everything seems to be, good in Halfall at the moment. And today we are in Merildar. I'm going to change the transmog that we have. Just felt like changing it up. Currently on the Grand Expedition Yak. I'm not too sure what we'll pick. This looks kind of goofy. Should we do the Sprite Darter set? Let's do something else. This reptile one looks kind of cool. Let's give that a try. It's called the Battle Gear of the Sorok Stalker.
Beware of Yeti!
Maybe we'll change up our mount too today. What we need to do is we need to find Order of Night propaganda. I've already found 2, but we're gonna have to find more. So let's check out our mounts here. I want to just use a different mount from instead of Time Lost Proto Drake. I've been using Time Lost Proto Drake for a while now. There was this parrot mount that I got in BFA. That I haven't seen in a long time. Wonder Wing. Let's see what we got here. We'll just randomly pick one. The Ginormous Gurlock. I don't think we can fly with that. The Highland Drake. The Jade Bright Foreseer. Does that fly? It's an in-game shop, man. I think we just got that for being a subscriber. The Netherwing Gorged Great Worm. That looks kind of cool. Let's use that. I suppose we got 190 mounts. No, it's not a lot. Some people have quite a bit. We'll use this for a bit. Change it up. So let's see what Ilaria has to say here.
My arrow strike.
Ilaria and Anduin are standing on the wall looking at Belladar, the large crystal in the sky.
I do not miss. I wish you had heeded my warning and stayed in Dornegal. She is here, Anduin. The Arathi are in danger. We are in danger.
I needed to see if there were really descendants of the Arathi down here. I'm the king of Stormwind. So many human kingdoms have fallen. I needed to know if there were others.
It was still a foolish risk.
You're not the only
That's
one
good he
grappling
came
with the
down
voices
here.
in their head.
He's the reason
What
why
have
the
you
star
been
is
hearing?
back to its light form.
Belladar, the Emperor's vision. That prophecy that drew them here. It's the radiant song I'm hearing.
You have been hearing the star?
Yes. No, not really. When I saw Belladar for the first time, I had the vision again. It's related somehow. I wish Khadgar were here. He'd know what it all meant. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to...
No. You're right. I wish he was here as well. We'll have to find our own answers.
I've gotten a look at the crystals and their key flames. It's not Azerite, but it's close enough that I think they're connected.
Then you've realized when Belladar shifted for the first time.
Their day of darkness. The same day Sargeras plunged that sword into Azeroth.
Alright, I think that's it. Belladar Star looks pretty damn awesome, though. So I guess when the star turned, that was the same day when Sargeras plunged his sword into Azeroth. I guess that's going to be connected into the World Soul Saga somehow. So let's look for some more propaganda here. There's Farron. Let's see what she has to say.
I will see you through the shadow.
Travdingo, meet Rain, our head armorer. She leads a team whose inventions have saved many lives since we landed in Halfall. Rain herself forged my shield. I always enjoy coming here and seeing what new things her team has thought of.
Be strong.
Farron, I was inspired last Beladar's shadow. I designed a new arm prosthetic. I think you'll wear this one.
Thank you, Rain. But the shield you made me is all I need. I'm sure your talents would be better spent on other inventions.
It's my pleasure to make a new arm you would use, Farron. You told me about the discomfort and how it impacted your mobility. So I was thinking...
Rain? No. I have lived with my injury since I was a child. I've learned to do everything from sword fighting to dressing myself with one hand.
But what if I figured out the weight balancing? You said that was what you didn't like about the first few I made.
Then I think some of our veterans who will lose an arm to the Nerubians will be very grateful that you've improved the design. Rain, I've learned to navigate my life without a prosthetic. I don't want to relearn everything, but if you want to improve something of mine, a better shock absorber on the shield would be a blessing of the flame. Those Nerubians are getting bigger, and it puts all that weight on the shoulder.
Oh yeah? That's a tough one. Let me sketch out some ideas and get some measurements. I think that'll be an interesting project. Thanks, Farron.
Keep up your work. Everyone on the front line appreciates the new kit upgrades.
All right. Well, I guess, yeah, maybe some people didn't notice. But yeah, she has the shield on her left shoulder. All right, so here is an Order of Night propaganda. It says, Scrawlings of the Order of Night. You see mentions of the Harbinger, which is Xalatath. Nobody really knows who Xalatath is. I didn't know this, but supposedly the Blood Elf or Void Elf that Xalatath is not Xalatath. Xalatath is actually just a host inside of that body. And there's a quest in Battle for Azeroth where you free Xalatath from a blade. I think it's called Blade of the Black Empire. And you help her escape this dagger. And that she's imprisoned in. Or I don't even know what the heck she or it is. Who knows what Xalatath is? We'll find out eventually. But you free Xalatath from the blade, and then eventually it hosts this high elf or void elf, and that's why Xalatath looks the way she does. I never knew that. I thought Xalatath was actually like a high elf, but I was wrong about that. But clearly, Xalatath is connected to the Void. And some people believe the old gods are connected to the Void Lords as well. So maybe Xalatath could be an old god. That's something that people are guessing. Or maybe Xalatath is just a creature of the Void, who knows? And what the Void wants to do is they want to create the Hour of Twilight where the galaxy is dragged into the Void and then the Void Lords claim victory over the galaxy. Like, I didn't know anything about that at all. I didn't know much about the Void Lords. But it's interesting to look into. See if we can find some more propaganda around here. We're in the right zone to find it. I should hop on a mount. There's one right there. But yeah, there's tons of speculation. Some people speculate that the Void Lords sent the old gods to Azeroth, and then the old gods kind of became their own mini gods, and the goal of the old gods was supposed to, bring the Hour of Twilight for the Void Lords, and then I guess they just didn't do that because they enjoyed being their own like mini gods on Azeroth. Devout archaeologist excavator study to increase your Kaz Elgar mining knowledge by 1. All right. I remember when I first started playing, well, not WoW, but it's just Warcraft in general. Like when the Warcraft, I believe 2 was out on PC way back in the day. It's the first time I ever played a Warcraft game. And it was just orcs versus humans. That's it. And now it's like a space game where there's like a galaxy and all this other stuff. All right, curse the Order of Night. They have no business sticking their letters on my boat. I'm a good Empire-loving Arathi. We don't even know who the Empire is. All this new stuff coming into the game. I guess we're going to be introduced to it all by the end of this expansion. Which is probably why they needed it to be 3, because there's probably just a lot of lore that they need to explain and introduce the player base to. So no one really knows who Xal'atath is, or why she's here. She clearly doesn't like the Titans, which is why she's made a pact with Ridicron, who came into the game, I believe, in Dragonflight. Ridicron also wants to destroy the Titans. Is this who we have to talk to here? What the heck is this? Lightmaster?
You are an outsider, yes?
There we go. What the heck is this down here? Meet General Steelstrike and the... Oh, there we go.
Meet Auralia, our quartermaster. I'm also proud to call her my daughter.
Alright, every time we rotate our reserves through, I make sure to learn their names. Many of them won't be coming back. The least I can do is remember them. Why is your daughter the quartermaster? You suspect nepotism. Understandable. You haven't been here for long. My daughter is without a doubt the backbone of the Arathi army. I lead it, but she ensures it actually runs. She has a gift for organization that we desperately need. I have tried to rotate her onto the front lines as part of our reserve rotation, as is only fair. I was overruled by the Priory every time. Ask another question. Night's Watch. Anything I can help you with,
The
TradeSkillMaster?
day of darkness changed everything.
General Steelstrike reads through the propaganda you brought her. I need to know more about the Xal'atath. Well, the thing is, nobody really knows much about her. Spar Day. Your skills in combat are impressive, TradeSkillMaster. We are rotating our next round of reserves into active duty, and they need to sharpen their skills. While Ilaria fills me in on Xal'atath, I would appreciate it if you could help with their training.
Our holy mission. Auralia, send a runner to Farron's new elf friend. We need to talk.
Farron's new elf
Farron
friend.
tells me your friend wields the void. I'm either going to regret meeting her or thank the flame.
Yeah, who knows? Some people believe Xal'atath is like sent by the Void Lords to ensure that the hour of twilight happens. Supposedly Zaltath made a deal with Nazoth as well. I pretty much looked at like a bunch of Zaltath lore because I didn't know who the heck Zaltath was.
Step into the light.
It is an honor to serve the Arathi people. Your general asked me to spar
Always
with you.
be prepared.
You have a pet out?
Greetings, outsider. The flame burns for all of us.
Let's spar. Let's see you fight. Better than an Arathi. Wow, that was instructional. Thank you.
Sacred flame guide your way, friend.
And see you are strong. Teach me.
I don't have a target.
You carry your torch, you light the city.
We burn brightly together.
Yeah, I clearly had a lot to catch up on. I think they
Well
probably
done, shifted your
explained more about Zaltath and Dragonflight. I think you got to learn a lot about her during the pre-patch to the War Within.
The flame burns for all of us.
Zaltath seems like your typical bad guy in World of Warcraft. You know, divide and conquer style.
We are
Kind
the
of reminds me of
seekers light.
what's Kill Jaden? Kind of how Kill Jaden operated back in TBC and also Legion. It is an honor to serve the Arathi people.
May the
Yeah,
shadows
that's
pass
another
you by.
spar.
The Harbinger is from the Black Empire? Flames. One of the old gods?
No, something else. A survivor from the depths of time.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows if Zaltath's an old god?
I pray for the flame to show
Every
us
time we
the
rotate our reserves through, I make sure to learn their names. Many of them won't be coming back. The least I can do is remember them.
We lose
Thank
so
you.
many to the darkness.
What they learned from you will no doubt save their lives later.
The darkness comes. We are prepared.
Stay a while and listen.
The day of darkness. Walk with me for a bit, outsider. I assume Farron has told you of how we came to this strange land.
Yeah.
The Emperor's vision. A prophecy of light, battle, and victory. For the Arathi and the Sacred Flame. I was newly raised to my position. Being entrusted to seek out an Imperial prophecy was a great honor. Our armada braved the storming sea and its impassable tempest. I thought that final storm was sure to scuttle every airship. Instead, there was a radiant flash. The Emperor's vision, exactly as he had foreseen. The light transported us beneath the surface of Azeroth. But still under the light of this star we named Belladar. So many died as the Armada crashed into the cliffs. We thought the eternal flame of Erethdor snuffed out that day. Then, as we labored to rescue this stowaway child, Farron, we discovered that she had preserved embers of the flame, at risk to her own life. Brave fool. Yet I'm eternally grateful that she held on to that symbol of hope. Don't tell her I said that. Years later, there was a great rumble. We thought the cavern was going to collapse. It was the Day of Darkness, the first time Beladar shifted to Shadow. We had put down roots by then. My soldiers left to make homes for themselves. They started families. Flames, help me. There are children now. I've had too many years of defending against the monsters that go bump in the night. Great Chiron and their lamplighters guided us through the darkness. But like Farron, they mistake saving for safeguarding. My people are brave and strong, but they are not all flame-blessed heroes. I know exactly how many soldiers we lose to the dark. If we play it safe, we might survive long enough for me to put my grandchildren on the front line. I welcome you, outsider. I hope your people's arrival and the Earthen's reunification means better days for Merildar. But I fear we have just made ourselves a bigger target for the dark.
So I guess... So the Beladar star, it went shadow when Sargeras plunged his sword into Azeroth. Pretty sure that's what Alaria said, or Anduin did.
We must prepare for Beladar to shift.
Oh, so it's going to shift again.
Our holy mission
I still need
takes a
more
toll.
time with Alaria to learn about Zaltath. What I have learned is very worrying. Farron sent word that she was going to the orphanage and asked you to meet her there. She often entertains the children while she is in Meridar. I don't doubt she would appreciate you doing the same.
We must rely on outsiders at the orphanage. She was the first child to call it home. She visits whenever she can.
All right. So we're getting a little tour of Meridar today. The two names are pretty damn close. This is the name of the star. I think it's called Bereldar. And then the name, or Beredar, or is it Beladar? Beladar is the name of the star. And then Meridar is the name of the town. I'm going to mix those up a bit, I think.
You're weird looking.
We're playing hide and seek. One of us is hiding and you need to find them. Do you want to play? I can play.
I can hide in the dark.
I think this is going to get us in trouble.
Are you from above?
We're looking for a big grown-up to pretend to be a monster. Can we slay you? I can play.
Know what to do during curfew.
Okay, so what do we do here? Scary roar. Roar scarily. So the brave Arathi orphans can attack you. I'm not scared of you. Take that. Taunt the Arathi children. No doubt you are an undefeatable monster. And then Kaiju Chomp. Chomp like the Kaiju, the Arathi children will surely defend Meridar from such a menace. And then Scared Monster. I guess that's just like a cower. And there we go. We got taken down by the Arathi orphans. Did we start the
What are you?
hide and seek game?
Don't wander off into the dark.
What the heck is this? What do I have to do?
Target.
Wow, what a great throw.
Why are monsters mean?
We're playing Floor is Under Sea. You can't touch the floor or else the tentacles will get you. You have to run along the fence and get to the other side you want to play.
Don't wander off into the dark.
Okay. Wonder what the tentacles are. I guess that's, oh, they're in the Zoth tentacles. Oh, damn it. We're dying. Is that it? Do we have to go to the other side? know if I'm really playing this game very well. I don't think I am. Distance from hiding children. That's for hide and seek. I guess we already like messed that game up by falling off. Okay, so the hiding child is here. Not too sure where. Probably under the bed. It's not under the bed. Supposedly they're right here. Where the heck would he be? They're not downstairs? Maybe they're downstairs. No, not downstairs. Not in here. Supposedly this is where the child is. How do we find the kid? Is there a button we have to press?
Don't have a target.
I don't know, I'm a little lost. Oh, there he is. Can't believe I couldn't see him. Oh, you're pretty good at hide and seek. That's some fun little mini games here.
When shadow falls, lamplighters rise.
Welcome to our orphanage. When we arrived, I was only a child. They founded this for me. I'm not quite sure how Sigurfred put up with me, but I was quite rambunctious. I love coming here when I'm in town, despite everything. The kids are so bright and happy. They are our future, and we fight for them.
Don't give in to fear.
I love coming here whenever I visit Merildar. The kids always bring a smile to my face, and I hope I do to them as well. After everything they have been through, they deserve happiness.
That's the warning bells of the main gate.
Uh-oh.
Children, inside!
My faith kindles my hope.
The bell tolls.
We carry the flame.
Those bells mean
into
Merildar
the
is under
unknown.
attack. Let's get to the gates and find out what's going
If you are
on.
lost in darkness. Merildar's under attack. Children, stay inside.
The Cobus strike our veneration grounds during Beladar's light. How?
Look, General. Darkfire. This is Auric's doing.
Elric is behind this. I know it. I can feel it. Whatever his plan is, Travdingo, we need to stop it.
Despite everything,
We will make them
the
pay for this,
Arathi find
Travdingo.
joy.
We will hit them so hard they never come back.
In my heart, there is fire.
I can sense 3 beacons of void ahead, all funneling their power into one massive font of darkness. You will need to kill them. With them dead, I can bring down the shield.
She cannot hide from me.
Light of the Flame, the Cobus have never attacked in such numbers before. We need to push them back, and we need to stop whatever it is they are doing to the Eternal Flame.
We lose so many to
We
the
need
darkness.
to take the veneration grounds back from the Cobus, push them back, and pave a bloody path through them. We need to stop whatever is happening at the Eternal Flame. If they manage to corrupt it like they did at the tower, I don't even want to imagine what will happen.
We are surrounded by...
Arathi, push back the Cobus. Make them regret ever stepping onto our hallowed lands.
All right, guys. Well, it looks like we have to go deal with the Cobus. I have a feeling clearly Zaltath and the Order of Night are up to this. Like they have been in, the rest of the zones. Well, except for the Order of Night. The Order of Night are pretty new, but Xal'atath has had influence in pretty much every zone we've been in. But yeah, guys, that is going to be the end of today's episode. We got a little tour of Mereldar and a little bit of backstory about how the Arathi ended up in, Halifal. That's going to be the end of today's episode. Next episode, we're going to take the fight to the Cobus and see what's going on. But as always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.